Yeah, good evening to you. How do you respond to...
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
Sure, you're most welcome. How do you respond to Atiku Abubakar's assertion that he's not stepping aside for any other candidate?
Thank you, Mr. Charles. I think Mr. Peter Obi, everybody that knows him, he went around. He didn't come out and just join ADC. He was part of the ADC from first day, and he made it very clear to everybody that wants to hear him from Nigeria. He said, I will be part of this coalition if this coalition is not just for us to grab power and give it to somebody, but if this is for us to come together and create a system that will work for Nigerians, because Nigeria has been longing for a good and genuine leadership, a purposeful leadership, not just picketing of who become what, who with my long-term ambition, Emelocon, all these things. No, that's not what we need. What he said is that I am going to be part of this, and he's been part of it. And he has done something that none of these people that is aspiring, including Tinubu himself, done what he has done. Because what he did is that before fully declaring for the ADC, he talked to Obedient. He come up with space. He gave him time, 4 hours, to ask him questions. Why do you want to go there? How do you going to participate? How are we going to? So nobody at all his meeting, there is no fora anywhere that Peter Obi is asking somebody to give him this ADC ticket on a platter of gold. What he said is that myself, what I have done as my previous engagement with people, and what Nigeria have seen, and also putting something that will unite us together, more especially given these young people that comes together behind him and call themselves Obedient and call themselves young Nigerians that wants to see a new Nigeria. He carried everybody along, and what we are seeing is that he's not asking for anything on a platter of gold. What he's saying that we just want to be in this ADC, and we want ADC by the virtue of what the people that we have seen rushing and coming into ADC, and also the inspiration of Nigerians that want that don't want to go into one-party state. This is the collective thinking on all these young people that Mr. Peter Obi is presenting. Right. So he's not thinking of, nothing will make us to feel anything, anger or any disenchantment with the team of Atiku or others, because they said he's not stepping down for anybody.
Right.
Mr. Peter Obi is in this thing for the good of Nigerians, so he's not thinking of anything, somebody to give it on the platter of gold.
But let me put it this way: do you see Atiku's statement as a challenge to Peter Obi's candidacy? If so, how do you plan to address it?
Not at all, because we know where we are going into. We know the terrain. Most of the people
What's
that
opinion on this?
think
share
otherwise
and comment your opinion.
Peter Obi have already rethink of their condition on 2023. They have now seen him in a better way, and they see him as somebody that is consistent. If you look at who he was as a governor, who he was as everybody knows one thing about him. In all the anywhere we have gone to, I've never met one person that said Mr. Peter Obi is a thief. And I have not met one person that said Mr. Peter Obi is not a wealth manager. Everybody knows him in trying to pull up something that he will do, and he said what he will do. So how will that be something that will cause a trouble or anything in our system? What we just need to do is that we do things that are different. What everybody is saying, including people that hate Mr. Peter Obi,
make sure you are sharing
he's a
and let us know your opinion.
He tries to do things new, because if you keep doing the same thing, bringing the same set of people, bringing the same holistic thinking, you virtually get the same result. We have seen it in Buhari, we have seen it in Tinubu, so it didn't change any matters. And my friend Mr. Paul is still saying the same. We can't change until we do something new. And from his entrance into this ADC arena, everybody is sure that this man, we have never seen somebody bringing all his team, not only his team, not his associate, people that are his elders in the politics, people that he learned politics from them. He said, come all of us, let's go together into this. because we have to show the strength. We have to show that
Drop
we are
your
working
comment.
together. Because if they
Let
are
us
not
know your
working
opinion
together,
and share.
we can't get where we are. Peter is coming from the angle of unifying Nigeria. His candidacy alone is showing that we have to unite. We can't be one-sided. This small thinking that people are saying that northern dominance, social dominance, whatever people are calling it, we have to stop and think. This Nigeria is prepared to lead the world, not just lead
Well,
Africa.
let me just come
So
in
we need
there.
a very, very serious thinking, mind thinking
Let me
person
just
that
come
will
in
jump
there,
into
Mr.
that seat
let
and
me-
also start doing something.
Right, let me just come in there, Mr. Abdul Karim, because it's not entirely fair to say
Share and
that
comment your
Atiku
opinion.
Abubakar is not a unifier. He's always been someone who reached across to the southeast and to other parts of the country to try and bring people together. I don't speak for him, but we have to be sort of factual in our assessment. But let me ask you this. How do you think Peter Obi's perspective stacks up against Atiku Abubakar's experience in the political arena? I mean, how does Mr. Obi's leadership style and vision for Nigeria differ from Atiku Abubakar's? And why do you think Peter Obi is the better choice? I mean, I know you touched on a little bit of that just now, but what specific policies or qualities do you think Obi brings to the table that would make him a stronger candidate than Atiku?
One is age at all. I think we have to add that. But number one thing I want people to understand about Mr. Peter Obi is that it's a person that keep to his words. That's number one. So he's not a person that he said this and do the other thing. Number two, he's going to bring excitement, because in politics, if you want to remove an incumbent, you have to bring somebody that will excite the base. The base of what? The base of the young people. He's everywhere. You can see him in the airport. You can see him. He's not having a private jet. He can earn not one, not two, not 3 or 4 private jets. We have seen so many ex-governors enjoying this that he can fly without. But he choose, if he don't have a way of going to a place, that's the only way you see him coming down to say, okay, let me get a private jet to take me to where I want to go to. But if he has the money to where he wants to go to, he will join economy in Nigeria. If he's trying outside the country, he will see him in business class. He talk with the people. We see him hang around and eat everywhere. So accessibility in leadership is very, very important. You don't have to have somebody that is being caged. If they said they cage Cabal, cage Buhari, Cabal, cage Tinubu, then we don't want this story to continue. Also, we want somebody that at least he can be everywhere at every time, for him to see for himself what is happening. I know I have never seen, maybe because of my age, to see a president in a ministry.
Let us know your opinion and
discuss
share.
and have a conversation with a permanent secretary, with the staff of that university. It's always that he said in the weekend, after every week, people comes to him and they do what they call fake meeting, and then he disperse people to go, and then everything continue. But everybody that knows Peter is somebody that you see him everywhere. He's a trader, so he's a manager of wealth. He will not spend our money recklessly, and he will not have enough issues to go around his family. And we don't want to present somebody from ADC, then the APC, which we know they are the greatest fear. Their greatest fear is Peter Obi, to start saying your thief is better than our thief, because your age, your old man is even older than our old man. So that's not the conversation we want during the election. What we want during the election is to stick on developmental points, to talk about issues, to talk about Nigeria, to talk about things. But if we allow these issues to go on, and we have put a president that maybe is from the north, for example, then maybe we allow the APC to run away from the trap they put for themselves of the Muslim ticket, to pick up somebody from the middle belt, and also start the confusion and telling Nigerians that it's this time for the South. Anytime South have done one term, the North will just jump on it. So they will give the Tinubu people more arsenal, for example, to checkmate. And these young people that you see them on Twitter, you see them on Facebook, what they want to do, what they are doing, and what they want to continue to do is that to bring fact to this government, to show them you can't go to the next second term because you lack this, you lack this, you lack that. There is no even sincerity of leadership
right.
between
Okay.
this
Let me
government
come
and
in
the
there,
office. So we don't want to
Abdul
repeat the same thing. We really want to
Right.
move to the next level, not
let me
just to
come in
stand
there
in one
because-
place and just be doing the same thing.
Right, let me come in there because we're starting to run out of time. I mean, let me pick up on some of the points you made, something you made there. I mean, and say that clearly there are a number of strong candidates in the mix in the ADC. There's Peter Obi, there's Atiku Abubakar, Rotimi Amechi, perhaps others. Do you think the ADC should opt for a consensus candidate or go with a competitive primary? Should the party prioritize unity and potentially choose a consensus candidate, or should they go with the best candidate even if it means a competitive primary?
Mr. Charles, if you can think, you can bring, for example, Mr. Former Senate President David Mark out of his retirement to come to a center to take a position of being chairman of a party with all what he achieved in his life from the military up to this level, just for him to come and lose election. You can think of Arabessola after all that he has done, being a governor, being a minister, whatever he has achieved in his life, to become a secretary of a party just to lead election. And you can think of all these people that you have mentioned to gather themselves together because they want to lose election, just for them not coming together to put the right candidate. I was there when we were doing the APC things. We know people that contested with Buhari, but at the end, the main concession from everybody is that we have to bring up somebody that can win. And I'm just telling you what Mr. Peter Obi can bring. We need that excitement. We need somebody we know. Because, for example, the argument for removing PDP was that PDP was mismanaging our money. People are stealing money. The Suki Gate and other things are happening. And then we brought in the Buhari, and now we have seen a lot of conviction, and we've seen a lot of EFCC cases on this matter. What we are seeing is that we have a lot of money. Now we have spent almost double or 3 times or 10 times what we have spent on the PDP and also the APC Buhari's first government to this government of Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So if you put everything together, we really need somebody that can unveil that, somebody that can now manage our resources. The way we understand is that we need somebody first to unite Nigeria, and then smartly, with thinking, with wise consultation, to manage our resources, because that's the focus now today.
Okay,
we need
Karim,
somebody,
let me come
a
in
smart
there
manager
again.
and a good manager.
Right, let me come in there again, and I apologize for interrupting you, but we're running out of time. We've got about 5 minutes left, so I need to kind of gallop ahead. We're hearing reports that Peter Obi and Rabiu Kwankwaso, who is another potential presidential aspirant, are allegedly exploring a joint ticket to challenge Atiku for the ADC presidential ticket. I mean, I know that Kwankwaso is not yet in the ADC, but potentially he could join. What can you tell us about that potential joint ticket, briefly?
Okay, briefly, Charles, in politics, we need to validate our candidate all the time, because we know what really happened during the war. They brought in Pastor Osibanjo because the South are feeling that Buhari is an extremist, as they said during that time. He said he's going to Islamize the country, whatever we are saying. But bringing a pastor validate the ticket of Buhari to now say that, look at Buhari is even going to work with the pastor. So when we are talking about somebody bringing Kwankwaso, for example, we have other different people that we think that can be capable of being vice presidential candidate. But let's talk the Kwankwaso you are talking about. Why is making it hyping in the north here, and people are happy and saying that it's going to be a good combination? They feel that with Kwankwaso beside Peter Obi, the north feel that we are comfortable. There is not going to be any decisions that is going to shortchange us. We know that Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso will never keep quiet. He's a person that will always say it the way it is, and he's going to do. And he's not only the one person that we're looking at. There's other people that we can think of. So it's about validation. They agreed that they need to unite this country through the presidency of Mr. Peter Obi. But they need somebody that they've said, okay, this is our own, that we know that he's going to be a very good vice president that can stand for us. That's the conversation we're supposed to be doing. But I know that definitely the APC government are not happy, and they will do whatever they will do to throw and make a tantrum between us and the Atiku people and other people, and just make sure that at least they confuse all of us, so that they will bring, because the only card they want to use for the 2027 election is tribal ethnicity and also religious differences.
Right,
because
okay.
they know that that's the mumu button of Nigeria, as the young people said. So once you touch that mumu button, all of us will get crazy and we get gaga because of our tribe and religion.
Right.
But this kind of ticket that they are proposing is just for us to say that we understand the game you are bringing in 2027. We will not allow you to use that game on us. We are going to strictly stay on the issues and make sure that at least Nigerians get the best out of these people that can do the job. Because being a president, Charles, as the last place, being a president is not a title. It's a responsibility, and it's a very, very serious responsibility at this point in Nigeria.
Right.
We need somebody that can
I
run
think
around
you've
and
made
do
that
for us.
point. But let me get your reaction, Ibrahim, to the news that emerged earlier today that Peter Obi's running mate in the 2023 presidential election, Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed, has declared today that he intends to run for president under the Labour Party. How much does that further complicate things for Peter Obi, do you think?
It's nothing to us at all. We are not, even if we don't bring this topic, we will not even discuss this here today, because we know they are doing
Make sure you're
everything
sharing
to
and let us know your opinion.
Make sure that Peter Obi didn't get the ticket. Their greatest fear, because somebody told me very close to the system of APC, he said the only formula of somebody that they cannot beat, the only thing in front of them that they don't have solution to it is Mr. Peter Obi. They don't have any formula for them to win election if Peter Obi grabs the ticket. Because one, if the Muslim ticket has pursued them from the United States, there is nowhere they are going to hide. They must take a Christian candidate from the north. And if they divorce the Muslims, that they have already used them, that's why we don't bring this issue of use and dump. So there is somebody like that is from the north for them to do that. So I'm telling you, whether they create the Labour Party, which we have known that the Labour Party is not going to be anywhere, because the Labour Party has been filing candidates from 2011 or so. They have presidential candidates. Nobody heard about that, their presidential candidate. But people tend not to understand this phenomenon, Mr. Peter Obi. He is not running for president for himself. It's a gang of young people all over the country that they feel that this man look like us.
Right.
This man dress like us. This man talk like us. This man eat like us. This man is not holistic. He's not thinking like them.
Right,
Even though he can be like them, but he chooses to be like us, and we want to be like him, and we choose him to be in front so that we follow him
comment
to
your
the
opinion
destination of this new Nigeria that we want to create for ourselves.
Okay, Ibrahim Abdul Karim, I want to thank you very much indeed. He is, of course, the Director General of Big Tent Nigeria, Chairman of the Quad Steering Committee, which coordinates support groups for Peter Obi, and he was talking to me on the line there from Kaduna. Thank you very much.